kid, you know, I would throw a ball in the flat to Maurice Carthon. I'd come to the sideline. He goes, well, what was that? I go, well, Henry, it's open. You know, he goes, well, what are you worried about your completion percentage? Throw that damn thing down the field. He says to me walking out of the locker room once, 1984, first game of the year, playing the Eagles. Both of our jobs are on the line. We both know it going into the year. I'm walking out of the locker room. He goes, Sims, if you don't throw at least 2 interceptions a day, you're not trying. And I go, I can take care of that. But you know, and then during timeout, sometimes I was so bad, I'd walk to the sidelines and I'd go, oh my God, he might punch me. And I'd walk over there and he'd just look at me and goes, are you watching the same game I'm watching? But in practice, I kid you not, I really mean this. Of course we won. Never, when I say all this, I mean it. It's really in terms of endearment that I have for him. We won because of him. There's no question. Yes, we did have Lawrence Taylor. That helped a lot. But it was truly Bill. And there was never a day that we went to practice where practice that day wasn't the most important time of our life. And I'm telling you, you talk about pressure. Yep. I had cold sores on my face for 8 straight years because of Bill. Because I felt it, and he let you know it. You know, it was rough, but that's why we won.
You know, it's one thing to have a Hall of Fame coach like that. It's another thing to get stuck in the quagmire, or the Bermuda Triangle that is known as the Jets, the Bengals, and the Cardinals. All
right. You know, I feel sorry for
I don't feel sorry. That 14 years is great. I have no problem with any of it.
Well, he shared some legendary Bill Parcells stories. How about a Rich Kotite story?
All right. Well, I got 2 for you real quick. One in Arizona. You know, we're playing the Washington Redskins. You know, and I started the game. I threw 2 interceptions in my first 7 passes. And Jim Fossil was our offensive coordinator, right? Yeah. He was our offense coordinator. He goes, you know, Boomer, I think we're going to have to bench you. And this is literally 5 minutes into the game. And it's Veterans Day. It's crazy down in the nation's capital. And I said to Jim Fossil on the sideline, I said, Jim, if you bench me in this game, because my son happens to be in the stands watching this game, I will kill you right here in the stands.
You know, I admire that.
Right. And then I said, I will kill the head coach. I said, you do not want to see me react that way on national television with you idiots. So he said, all right, go out there for another series. Long story short, at the end of the game, I think I threw for 523 yards and 4 touchdowns, and we won the game. And as we were walking off the field, Fossil says to me, because I'm glad I didn't bench it. I said, for other reasons, not just because of the performance, because I would have literally kicked the living crap out of him. Right. So the second story, it's the opening game of the 1995 season, and Richie Kotite happens to be my coach. And he basically kind of reinvents the entire Jet roster and trades away Rob Moore, who was a very talented wide receiver, for a running back by the name of Ron Moore. Didn't make any sense. And then we drafted a tight end when we already had 3 tight ends. His name was Kyle Brady. So we had this very young offense. We had a lot of free agents on the team. And we had an offensive playbook that was dyslexic. It was actually backwards. And I had never seen anything like it. So when I first got it, and I started looking at it and started reading it, I went to Richie's office. I said, Richie, you know, listen, if I don't understand this, the rest of these Mensa members in there are going to have a hell of a time. And I said, there's one thing about me that's different from you. I'm actually on the field playing with them, and you're on the sideline over there in your cushy little coach's outfit. So I don't necessarily know about this office. Can we go back to the old office? Because no, we're redoing everything. The owner wants us to redo everything, so we're redoing it. So we go through the preseason that year. I don't think we won a game. And lo and behold, about 2 weeks prior to the season, they send this kid in, and he looks like he's somebody's dad. I mean, somebody's kid. Yeah. And he walks in there, and he looks like Rudy from Notre Dame. And I'm like, man, it's Wayne Corbett. I didn't even know who the hell he was. And he goes, I'm your starting flanker. Now, this is the position that Jerry Rice played. So this is the Jets' answer to Jerry Rice. It's a rookie out of Hofstra who's about that big. He's not even shaving yet. So we get to our first game, and he's going to be our starting flanker. And listen, I love Wayne, and he's turned out to have a great NFL career. And somebody who I felt like I was a part of that building process for him. So we get into the game, and we're going to play the Miami Dolphins down at Joe Robbie Stadium. It's 100 degrees out, 80,000 people in the stadium. The Miami Dolphins have signed like 19 free agents in the offseason because they want Don Shula and Dan Marino to finally win a Super Bowl together. Right? You remember this?
Yeah,
that roster,
sure,
right? So we get up, and we're in the huddle now. and it's hot, it's sweaty. We get a kickoff, run back to about the 40-yard line, and I got the 10 guys in front of me. And I can see that they're all nervous. They got eyes like this. And I tell Wayne Corbett, okay, slot red left, dumb, D-U-M. D-U-M meant you go in motion when I lift my heel. And then if you go in motion and you see 56 on the end of the line, Singleton, if he blitzes, you got to break your route off because they're going to have to drop it to you as a hot receiver. So he goes, I got it. So I'm just thinking to myself, this could be the end of my life. So, slot red left arm, A18, A flat, Z go. On two, ready, break. We get up there. They're in the slot formation to the Miami Dolphin bench side.
Right.
I'm over there, I'm going, set! I lift up my heel and I'm looking good. And Wayne Corbett is out there in his position. And he's looking at the Miami sideline. I'm on the same damn field as Dan Marino and Tom Shula. It's unbelievable. So now,
He didn't say boomer.
no, he didn't say boomer. He said Dan Marino and Don Shula over there. So now I got to tell the center that Wayne Corbett did not come in motion. So don't snap the ball when I'm yelling at him to come in motion. And I'm going, Wayne, dumb motion, dumb motion. The middle linebacker for the Miami Dolphins was Brian Cox, and he has no teeth. And I know there's kids in here, and you guys are the dumbest idiots I've ever seen. So okay, I got it. So now the down clock is running down, so it's like a lot of intensity and anxiety and all that stuff. So I lift my heel, he finally comes. Now, when he starts coming to motion, I look at 56 over there, and 56 is like this. He's like a Brahma bull, and I know he's coming. So I know that Wayne, if he forgot the motion, forgot that little tip I gave you, when this guy comes, you got to break it off so I can throw it to you. So as he's running behind me, looking good, he's got his eye black on, he's got the wristbands and everything. The ugly green jet uniform he used to wear.
You're right.
I'm like, watch 56, watch 56! And with that, the center snaps the ball, because he thinks I'm saying hut, hut. I'm like, oh my God, so I know this is not the way to start the season. I come back, 56 is coming, I give one of these hook shots like this. And all of a sudden, I hear the loudest roar of ever. And you know what? It's not good when you're the opposing quarterback on the road and you hear a big cheer. Troy Vincent was the defensive back at the time. He picked that hook shot off because Wayne Corbett never broke his route off. And he took it back 60 yards for a touchdown. That's how we started the 1995 season. I walked to the sideline and there's Richie Kotite. What the hell's going on out there? I really didn't have the time to explain it. So much happened in 25 seconds. But I could have written a 500-page thesis on the whole thing. So that's what happens when you're playing the Bermuda. That's it.